The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis, and it's time to focus for this Friday, February the 27th. Tomorrow, last day of February. We start getting into March. We starting to think warm weather. Good thing. And of course, this is our final episode on Raise the Bar TV. Of course, last night it was announced on Raise the Bar that I will be staying on Raise the Bar TV. We're going to return with the crossover that's coming back starting next Friday. So I'm still going to be on. I'm still doing shows 7 days a week. So not calming down by any means, but love doing that's a chance to bullshit and talk sports. And then of course Monday through Thursday we're going to talk all about what's happening. Then we have so much stuff going on. I know it's confusing. That's why I haven't been bombarding everyone. We'll take it thing by thing, step by step. So now let's first handle business. Let's focus on the Bulls. Only one game for the Bulls this week. They did play yesterday against the Blazers. We'll talk about that next week on the debut. It'll actually be the opening episode of the new version of Hello Chicago Network. It'll be on Monday, but that was against the Blazers. But on Tuesday, the Hornets came to town. The Bulls in the middle of their longest winning streak they're on a 10-game losing streak at now, but they haven't won a game in, I don't think, all of February, unless they pulled one out against the Blazers last night. But the longest homestand of the season, they lose 131-99. Obviously, the big point, and we didn't even bring this up because I forgot, Kobe White returning to the United Center, getting a chance to see him interact with his former teammates. And of course, there's one of the guys on the Bulls, former member of the Hornets. So that part was nice, but they lose 131-99. They only scored 16 points out of the first half. Usually when you come out rejuvenated to start the second half of a game, no, the Bulls only score 16 points, completely took themselves out of this game, and they lose again. So the tanking continues, a 10 in a row loss. And basically what the Bulls are right now are, and that's not, I don't think that showed up on the thing, so I apologize, but what it was the womp. So anyway, Bulls lose to the Hornets 131-99. They faced the Blazers last night, and then Sunday, part of our fan focus 4 finale, which will be the final time we're here on on Raise the Bar TV. Will be solely on YouTube starting next Monday. We'll talk about that next segment. But they'll be hosting the Bucks, and of course, I'm not sure what Giannis is. Bucks kind of in the same position, maybe a little better than the Bulls, depending on it. Because if Giannis ends up getting traded, they might even be worse, and the Bulls might be farther ahead than them. But they'll face the Bucks at the United Center, 2:30 start, Chicago Sports Network on Sunday. So lose to the Hornets 131-99. Played the Blazers last night. We'll play the Bucks on Sunday, and we'll have recaps of those coming up next week as well. Second half of the season for the Chicago Blackhawks got on their way last night. We don't have a recap of that, but we'll preview the weekend that's coming up for the Hawks. Let's preview the week for the Hawks. Last night, they were in Nashville to start the second half of the season. They faced the Nashville Predators, Smashville. Remember that big rivalry when the Blackhawks were good? Played last night. I'm coming off the high of Team USA, now getting a chance to see hockey back. We'll see if this gets an uptick because of how great Team USA did and how great everything kind of turned out. But they they faced the Predators last night in Nashville, 7 p.m. Chicago Sports Network. Saturday at the Avalanche, 5 p.m. on Chicago Sports Network. And then Sunday, also part of our Fan Focus 4 finale. I'll be at the Mammoth. That'll start at 3 p.m. Obviously, we won't be showing the games, but I'll be going back and forth talking about them. Cubs White Sox start at 2 o'clock. Bulls start at 2:30 against the Bucks. Blackhawks start at 3, and we'll kind of rotate and see how it goes. If there's one game that's not doing good, guess what? We're not going to talk about it. So that's how that'll go. But that'll be at 3 p.m. All them games on Chicago Sports Network as the second half of the season. And we'll be talking about the Blackhawks, recapping those games, previewing the week. Solely Blackhawks. That'll be coming up next Tuesday. The schedule every week. We used to post it on the weekend when we had a show every day. Now it'll be posted. It'll be at the end of Monday's episode. So probably on Thursday, I'll give you a hint on what's coming up on Monday's show. And then at the end of Monday's show, you'll get the taste of what the rest of the week is. But that is that. So we're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to talk about exactly what Hello Chicago Network, the new look Hello Chicago Network, will be beginning on Monday solely on the YouTube channel. So we'll be doing that. That's coming up next. But first, we're going to have the Hello Chicago Rewind one final time. Plus, we'll have the Ryan Focus. We want to give credit to Team USA. Technical difficulties on Monday's show. So we're going to give you that again. Plus, the final, at least on this episode, or on this version, the final free agent pool. And take a look at the MLB free agents and my record. So that is all coming up right now. So it's the Hello Chicago Rewind and the most important focus of the day, the Ryan Focus. My nephew's really getting into sports. I always mess up his age. Is he 15? We're going to go 15. Could be wrong on that. But he texts me first. He asked me to follow his YouTube channel, which if you guys are listening as well, he's a big gamer. Let's see what his YouTube handle was. Golden Gamer 678. So if you're a big gamer, he plays Madden, check out Golden Gamer 678. He has more followers than I do. Go follow him. But he asked me to follow him, and then he goes, yeah, which is what they call me. I know it's grandma, but that's what him and my two youngest niece and nephew call me. And I told them they're going to call me that until they say I do, because that's how it works. He goes, yeah. Why are the Bulls so ass?
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The
As you saw right there, the Hello Chicago Rewind. My nephew texted me, told me the other day. He texted me again saying the Bull, or my sister, his mom, not a big Bear fan because she didn't know who Tremaine Edmonds was. So he continues to be passionate. Maybe one day, maybe in the summer, I'll get him on one of these shows. Talking in front of a camera is not for everybody. So we'll see if he wants to do that. So that's that. And then also the Ryan Focus gave the notoriety to Team USA that I tried to do on Monday. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Also, 6-17, which actually isn't a bad record because last year I only had 2 right in the free agent pool. Only one person left, Nestor Cortez. This goes until opening day. So if he don't sign, that'll be a tie. but 6-17 as of right now, and one remaining. So we'll see how that goes in the free agent pool for this one. So now for that, and then of course you saw Fan Focus 4 finale, final time on Raise the Bar TV. This is the final segment, but we'll be back on Friday, or excuse me, on Sunday, 2 p.m. Cubs White Sox begin at 2. Bulls begin at 2:30. Blackhawks begin at 3, and we're going to talk sports for that. Probably about 4 hours here. Final time on Raise the Bar TV before I'm solely on Hello Chicago Network's YouTube channel starting Monday. And we're going to talk about that right now. What exactly is the Hello Chicago Network? Obviously, you remember the first season if you're a fan. We did Monday through Friday, every day being a focus. It's pretty similar to what it is then, but Fridays are very hard to get people to at 3:12. People are getting off, they're going out and getting ready for the weekend. So I figured that is probably the most low rated episode. So we are no longer doing Friday shows. We'll post, I believe, the best ofs. We weren't going to post separate. We're going to post them at the end of Thursday shows. So the best of the week, like what we did last time, going to be on Thursday show. Like I said earlier, the schedule, the lineup, the starting lineup for the week will be posted on at the end of Monday's show. So everything will be together. So I'm not throwing stuff at you, even though, like I said, I'm going to be on doing content 7 days a week. So it's not like you're not going to see me. I'm actually going to be on more. And I'm sure you guys are just going to love that. So it's going to be exclusively on the YouTube channel. Please go subscribe. I have 37 followers. I've been doing this for a couple of years. I've really enjoyed doing it. I'm trying to give this one more kill, but I was more successful doing the daily show because that also on Raise the Bar TV, I think it took away some of the views. So please go watch. I put a lot of work into these shows. I'm not begging you, but it's just fun and interact, and I'll interact with you. You comment. Please comment, like the videos, subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel, and we're going to be there daily, Monday through Thursday. We're going to be active. We're going to have Fan Focus Live once a month. The first one will be announced. We'll announce it on Sunday. We got 2 coming pretty quickly. So we'll check that out as well. So Monday through Thursday, still going to do 312 Central. We're honoring the area code of Chicago. So 312 Central, that will be posted on the YouTube channel. It will then be also on the Hello Chicago Network Facebook page, which you can also go like as well. We just post that on there. Nothing more exciting on that page either, but go please like it, and you can get also on the videos as well, but you get them on the YouTube channel exactly at 312 Central. They're available to watch. Sole focus every day, like I said, so it's not like how these episodes are where it's everything in one day. We're 5 to 10 minute episodes, so it'll take 5 or 10 minutes out of your day, and it means the world to me to just get updated on a team in sports. Like I said, Monday's going to be the Bulls, Tuesday going to be the Blackhawks. We'll tell you about the rest of the week. The schedule will be posted on Monday, and we'll be solely focusing every single day on something Chicago sports, because we are the focus of Chicago sports. But we are going to get more into it because I felt weird not talking about the Super Bowl. We did do that in the old realm when it was Monday through Friday, but we got some big stuff coming up next week. It's the World Baseball Classic. March Madness is starting, plus the NBA and NHL playoffs going to be going as well. So we are going to have segments like that, and I know we are the focus of Chicago sports, so sometimes we're going to be unfocused, and that's going to be the name of those segments, unfocused. So daily episodes that don't solely result or surround Chicago sports, those will be called unfocused. So that'll be, and we're going to have 2 of those one of those next week. So concerning the World Baseball Classic. So a lot of exciting stuff. Like I said, Monday through Thursday, 312 Central, Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Subscribe. 312 Central. We will have a new episode Monday through Thursday. The starting lineup for the week will be posted on Monday it'll be airing Monday at the end of the show. And then on Thursday show, we'll have the best of moments. So that is all coming up. So it'll be 4 episodes a week beginning Monday. I'd like to thank Brandon James for letting me do this show on Raise the Bar TV. Like I said, I'm Ringside Report still on Raise the Bar TV. And in less than an hour, Ringside Report will be on with the Elimination Chamber, the warm-up. And then, of course, starting next Friday, going to be doing the crossover. So I'm not going anywhere. And actually, my schedule got more. So it is what it is. Enjoy it. Love it. Love what I do. And I'll keep doing this as long as I can, because it's what I want to do with my life. So all that. So thank you very much to Brandon and Anthony for letting me be on there. Please subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel, as we're solely beginning Monday, and as Brandon and Anthony do Monday, Wednesday, and then we got raise the bar on Friday. So that'll be here in the Ringside Report Saturdays and Sundays, except 4 p.m. today, Elimination Chamber warm-up as we continue as we're on the road to WrestleMania. We're going to WrestleMania. So Hello Chicago Network, probably going to head off to Vegas as well. So stay tuned for all that as well. So everyone have a great weekend. And starting Monday, the new look, but don't forget Fan Focus 4 finale will begin at Sunday at 2 p.m. as we're talking, as all 4 Chicago sports teams going to be on the air by 3 p.m. and we'll stay on till about 5:30 till all the games have been completed. So everyone have a great weekend. You're going to see a lot of me over the weekend, and you're going to see a lot of me in general. So everyone have a great weekend. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network, and we are, always will be, and continue to be the focus of Chicago sports.